I have so many things on my mind. So, like, I was gonna vent a little bit. Do I even like the way I look? Not really, but whatever. I never have good lighting. I wish I had, like... It doesn't matter. What does it matter? Nothing matters. I have a splitting headache. This is why I want to talk a little bit, because I'm coming to all these realizations, but yet it's like you have all the information you need right there and you're holding it, but you don't know quite how to use it. It's like if you had a handful of keys in your hand with one lock in front of you, but it's like you never used a key before. You don't even know how to fucking try to put it in the hole and twist it. You never even used the key before. So yeah, I just feel like it's like I have all the answers in my head, but I'm stuck in this box. And I was thinking about it. It's almost like a box, like a hamster cage. I'm stuck in this cage, and there's other hamsters around, and I even see a wheel in the distance, and I see, water from the plastic water bottle hanging, and I see everything the way it's functioning. Other hamsters are around me, but like, it's like I found some fungus in the corner of the hamster cage, and I started eating the fungus, and I did it for a while because it was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So I ate a little bit here and a little bit here and a lot bit here, and then finally, after some time, all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, things look different. Things look different. Like, yes, I still see the wheel, but now I understand what that wheel is for and what that wheel is doing to the other hamsters. And I see the water hanging there, but now I see that water is like, what is even in the water? Why are people acting like this? What is happening? And then, so I'm just like kind of feeling very isolated. I'm just like, what the fuck? But then I start to notice that there's shit outside of the cage too. Like, there's these freaking huge giants or beasts walking around. And then I realize that they control the fucking food I eat. And so it's like, whoa, first of all, what's happening? Second of all, why does nobody else see what I see? Third of all, who are these fucking people controlling me? And that's how I feel right now. But over time, I have accepted what I am experiencing, and I know that I'm not alone. That's the saving grace, is that I know that I'm not alone. It's like I'm this little hamster, right, in my cage, but I know that there's other hamster cages out there, and there's got to be at least one other hamster like me in each cage, right? At least one. And see, for me, I don't have the answers yet. I feel blocked. I feel stuck. I'm trapped in this cage still. But how do I get out? So maybe another hamster out there knows how to use a key. Maybe they've used a key. Maybe they realize what a key is. A hamster, they don't know keys, but some do. So I'm just looking for more hamsters that hold the key, because I want to learn, and I want to help you escape and me escape, and then we can wake everybody up. We can tell all the hamsters the truth, and then we can all not be stuck on the hamster wheel. You see? This is how I think. And I still have a headache because I don't drink water enough. And that's because I realize the fucking water that comes out of the fridge tastes like chlorine. It tastes like pool water. Like, who wants to go get hydrated off of pool water? Even if you were like really not feeling good, you were like in a desert and you saw a mirage and it wasn't even real water, but then all of a sudden you pulled up to like some cheap motel and they had a whole pool. You were so on your deathbed, thirsty. Do you just straight go for the chlorine? I don't know. I've actually never been that thirsty before. Never been in a desert with a mirage before like that, but I'm really repelled by the chemical flavor of water all around me. And so it's like, it's sabotage. But am I doing it? Remember the fucking hamster cage, the plastic bottle of water? Yeah, we don't even get to choose where our water comes from anymore. I mean, I can go wait in line with a plastic jug at the fucking well that I know of, spring well with mineral water. But then it's like, if I had a glass container, I would go and fill it up. But like all these people using plastic to go get mineral water, then all the plastic leaches into like that perfect water you just had. So it defeats the purpose in my mind. I don't care what you do. You can go do whatever you want. For me, because the reason this all came about is because I filled my water bottle at someone else's house, and their fridge water is like, it's like I jumped into Mount Rainier's crystal clear water lake at the bottom. And it was like Hawaii temperature water. It was so perfect. I loved it. Oh, I could marry that water. But this tastes like chemical compounds. It tastes like if I were in a laboratory wearing a white suit with this like evil grin. We're gonna kill other people with my cool little... I don't even know. It just bugs me. Okay, anyway. There's toxins everywhere, and it's really getting a hold of my mind. Heavy metals. Wish I could just listen to heavy metal music and get these heavy metals out of my brain, because they actually make me think slower and perform slower. And nobody even believes me. Nobody believes me that like lead is really leachable. Lead can be in so many things, and guess what? It's metal. And then you have like a buildup of metal in your system, in your blood. And a little bit is okay, right? A little bit of toxins is actually kind of okay because we are really resilient creatures. But there comes a point when the balance is tipped, the threshold is met, and it overflows. Then all of the things in your system cannot operate in a balanced, functional way, because too much of something, too much of a toxicity. And now some people are not as sensitive to all this. Why? Well, because I think if you're just a regular hamster in the cage and you don't even know that you're a hamster stuck in the cage, everything that you do, it doesn't affect you. But like now that I'm aware of the chemicals, I guess that's just the way physics works. Now it affects me. Like I can't even wash my hands with like soap from Bath and Body Works because they just peel and crust and get these hangnails. Then I pick them off and then my fingers are bleeding, you know? And I grew up with that. And it's like, no, bitch, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your skin. It's the environment. It's the fucking companies that sell everything, that are in cahoots with the scientists, that make the product the best that you want, the perfect product. Perfect. Smells good, works well, suds up, you know. And then we are so conditioned to have all these perfection things, but there's a consequence. The consequence is our bodies and the environment. I drink my fucking water that I just spilled that I'm bitching about. It truly feels like I'm like walking the plank right now to have to drink this fucking water. It's like my body knows, hey girl, you don't feel good right now because you're already at your threshold limit, so why don't you not drink the fucking chlorine fluoride, okay? You might combust. Whatever. No, I'm gonna drink the water because in psychology, in the whole grand master plan of consciousness and our mind that we control with our thoughts, I decide that this water is going to cure my headache and help me. And when I get better water, bet your ass I will, okay? But in the meantime, we get what we get and we don't throw a fit. And we don't die because we are sick. But some of us do, but I won't. How can I have this much energy when I'm talking to myself and contemplating sharing it all? Because these are the thoughts in my head and I wish I could just share them. And I wish other people could hear me. And I wish other people could be spared if I can say something that saves you somehow. That's what I want for you, because everything that I'm experiencing is so uncomfortable. I don't want it anymore. So, I mean, short of me trying to manifest, please someone help me. Please someone, can someone else with a fresh perspective, can another hamster that knows a little bit about something, about breaking out of something, talk to me. What was I saying? I don't remember. Yeah, but no, I have all this energy and fire when I'm here, right here. But can I call the fucking mortgage lender that I defaulted on and now I need to file bankruptcy? No. Can I call the fucking insurance that I got car insurance for? Well, someone else helped me get it and I didn't even give a fuck about it, but I got it and I had the money to pay for it. But guess what? I already missed the bill because I fucking forgot to go into the place to go pay because I don't follow the rules anymore of the matrix because it's all schedules and it's all like, get up and do this and go here and go there and go there. And then most of the time I don't even feel good. And then my head is like, oh, fucking so expanded because I know about the fucking giants now. And it's like, but nobody cares because they don't understand what's going on in my head. But I just wish that I could peel everything out and dust it off and put it back together with like gold paint and make it work. With the key, I want the key. I want out of this. I want to meet my people. Because if I just had more hamsters around me, I don't care. We can all be locked up. Guess what? I don't even care about freedom. I want to be understood. I want to feel comfort from people who see what I see. Yeah. I'm okay. Everything's okay. As much as I'm okay. I'm always okay. I'm not okay. I'm always not okay, but I'm always okay. And I think that's another reason why people what do you mean people? My mom doesn't understand how much I need, how much I wish I could just have help, how misunderstood and isolated I feel. But that's okay, because how could she understand? She's just the hamster. She's just doing what she's doing. I don't blame her. It's not her fault. I didn't choose to start seeing that we're all hamsters and that there's other stuff out there. But I can't fault and blame people and be so mad at them when they don't see what I see. I won't do that. But I just wish that people could. What do I wish? I wish everybody would wake up with me. But you can't do it like that. You can't. It took me fucking years. It started with becoming more aware of perverted guys with my daughter, I had a small daughter and my eyes started opening to the world. Wait a minute, that's kind of perverted. Wait a minute, why is that guy doing that to that young girl? Wait a minute, did that happen to me when I was a kid? Wait a minute, this power structure, this control dynamic, this gaslighting, this abuse. Wait a minute. And then that's when I started being like, wait, I had a fucked up, things happen to me in my life. But I shifted out of that and I realized that we're all doing the best that we can. And I don't blame the people that didn't treat me right because they didn't know any better. But now I do. So now I remind myself every day it's my duty to help say these things so other people can start to think about them. Because you have to. I don't care if you're not going to wake up. I don't care if you're not ready to wake up. But if you have children and if you have daughters and if you have sons, it's not just about daughters. Actually, I when I speak, I just flow. But I need to go back and say, it ain't just about females. Boys get fucked with just as much. Don't you? Why do you think the whole fucking world is fucked up? Calm down. The childhood trauma and the forcing of energy when kids are malleable and need comfort and need guidance proper. Well, when they're not getting that, they get fucked up, okay? We're all like little machines and we get shorted out and broken. And then those machines, they just never work properly until someone comes along or something or God. You can call it God. I just don't like to flirt with those words that much because it means something to everybody else. But when you become illuminated that you have maintenance issues and then all of a sudden you get to work on your machine. What was I saying? I don't know. I have a headache. I'll tell you where to start if you want to wake up. Admit that there's perversion in this world. And then start to think about power structures. And then you think about trauma, how trauma, it breeds a certain creature, and that creature then has desires, and then if they get powerful, they keep feeding the trauma. They keep repeating the cycle. And then you get a bunch of fucked up hamsters in the world. And then guess what? You have an imbalance of bad hamsters and, well, not bad hamsters. Some are awake, some aren't. They're not bad ones, but there are bad hamsters. Don't you see? They're like the fucking gangs of the hamster land. They like hoard all the resources, like all the little, sawdust that we need, that we like sleep on and shit and we walk on. Yeah, well, they hoard it. They hoard it and then they charge us to fucking use it. When it was all there in the first place. And if we had a different system, we could be just fine, like sharing it. But the fucked up hamsters had to fuck it all up for everybody else. So if you understand that there's fucked up hamsters and there's giants living outside the cage, controlling everything, and they probably work in cahoots. I don't know. Listen, I get fanciful. That's what I do in my brain. I see everything as like pictures and like, I'm always trapped in my head. I don't fit in with society. I never did. But I played the Matrix game really good because I was pretty. And because I had like, I'm like, I'm acceptable and like desirable based on the standard that has been created. So that's an advantage. I realize that that's an advantage. I don't take advantage of it. I try not to. I really try not to. If anything, I think that my sensitive being, growing up being really pretty, I got fucking taken advantage of every which way. And I never knew my value. I never knew, and I never knew that looks actually they are not what brings value to you. What I want to be known for is everything I think in my mind, because I'm like, whoa, my mind is what kind of cursed me because it doesn't operate like everybody else. But now I love it because I don't want to be like everybody else. Because I problem solving, because I don't want to be a fucking sad loser. I don't want to be stuck in that. I don't want to be on the hamster wheel. I don't want to be feeling sorry for myself. I don't want to be trapped. But I am still. I am. For whatever reason. Because I can't drink water properly because there's chemicals in the water. I don't know. Whose fault is it? Mine? I don't know. I could get mineral water, but I don't. Whose fault is it? It's mine, but I know. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of the problem. So then next comes the solution. But if I was never aware of the problem, there couldn't be the next step of the solution. So at least I'm aware. I haven't even had caffeine. There's nothing wrong with me. The reason why I just said that is because if I decide to share this, people will view me and feel my energy. And I know I have a lot of energy. I get passionate, and because I'm so trapped in my head all the time, when I feel something, when I feel like alive about it, but it takes a toll. It's tiring. But it's like, maybe if I was able to just release and talk to who I needed and process how I needed and not have all these obstructions, then maybe I wouldn't be so like, But I'll get there. Nothing like I'm gonna get there. Everything's gonna be just fine. It's so easy. That's another, I'm gonna do this probably one last thing. But the mind fuck of it all is that I can use the hamster cage again. I'm stuck in this hamster cage, right? But it is my cage and there is beauty. There is beauty. I see beauty in everything. I fucking zoom into one of those pieces of sawdust and all of a sudden there's a whole new world and I take pictures and I'm a photographer and I love it and wow. But I escape the cage so much. I'm able to be like, this is all just temporary. This is all gonna flow the way it will. Everything is gonna work out in the best possible way for myself. And I say these things and I believe these things. But sometimes when the pressure is too high, I smoke a little weed, and I really, really need to not be dependent on a substance anymore, especially because they're full of chemicals. So that's my own doing to myself. But here was the point. Here's the mind fuck of when you wake up. When you wake up, you can understand things so well that you have no fear anymore, really. You're like, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? But then you remember you're stuck in that hamster cage, and everything kind of functions a certain way in the hamster cage. And if you don't do it that way, you get really fucked up. Heaven forbid you run out of currency in the hamster cage. Well, then what are you going to do? Well, then they ostracize you. And then they make you look like you're just a fucking fuck up hamster. Nobody cares about you. You know, you can't hang with us. Hamsters, well, you're nothing. Yeah, but it's not that I can't. It's just that, like, I have roadblocks, you know. But then my here's what I was trying to say. My ambition to, like, fight out of the cage is compromised. That's on my fucking armpit right now, because when I get dehydrated, I'm chronically mildly dehydrated. I do this to myself because I don't like the way chlorine and fluoride and whatever else, heavy metals, whatever else is in there, I don't like the way it tastes. So now I get this certain smell of armpit BO, and I know it's because of the dehydration. Think about how many other people have the same problem, but they're going to the doctor. Or not, but when they do, because they don't feel good, they go to the doctor. Hey doc, I have this weird thing in my thing. Oh, are you drinking enough water? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating well? Are you exercising? Yeah. As he pounds a fucking Red Bull and eats a cheeseburger with Cheetos on it. But you see, we're all products of our environment. Like, it's so easy to want that Red Bull because you have to work in the matrix the way it's supposed to be. You know, you're supposed to keep going every season, every day, 365 days a year. Did you know that even, like, the nature outside, like the trees, did you know even the trees take a rest? They first they get all their furls of new leaves, and they're so happy it's spring and summer just to go live and scream and sing, and then winter comes, fall comes, and they change, you know, like, you have to go through a process, and they probably learned so much, and it's so beautiful, but then they die, and then there's nothing for a little bit. Yeah, well, we need nothing too for a little bit. Humans need nothing time too, don't they? No, produce. Go to school 5 days a week, no matter how old you are, as long as you're 5. They don't even start the kids out early. They don't even be like, not early, I meant, like, easily. They don't even ease into the kids, like, oh, maybe start at, like, come in at 10 for kindergarten and be off at 2. No, it's like 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and you're only 5, and sit in a chair, bitch. I'm a performer. I'm animated. Okay? I know. I get into it. But it's true. It's how I feel. It's so wrong. It can work for some people. Some people are really good, like, functional hamsters, but a lot aren't. A lot aren't. And the ones that aren't, some of them are still duped into thinking that, well, I'm kind of making it. It's fine. I don't do the best, but it's fine, you know? But some people fucking thrive. Ugh, it's in their DNA. Probably is, because the people who've always had well and done well, the royalty bloodlines, not fucking joking, like, they have it easy. What the fuck? You ever heard of a fucking elite that had a family member that was poor? No. I mean, and see, when not everything is about money, but, like, money is sort of the lubricant of this 3D. It is the lubricant, okay? So when you're a hamster without no lube, it's gonna be rough, okay? But if the elites in the corner, the gang motherfucking members, they got all the lube, all the time. So they're always bursting nuts everywhere. If I was a squirrel, I'd be happy, but I ain't. I'm a hamster. Makes me nauseous. I swear to God, I think it's just the chemicals. My body is just repulsed by that water. So why don't you just go get a glass bottle and drive down all the way to 30 minutes and stand in line and get your mineral water? Because my head hurts. Because my armpits smell like death, and I'm embarrassed to go outside. I mean, I have to take a shower, and then I wouldn't be embarrassed. But I don't want to take a shower because I'm talking and my head hurts. I desperately wonder how other people operate in their brain, because if everyone is having this dialogue, Clearly they aren't. Because there's some functionality. Whether we're in the hamster cage, whether we're on the shitter, okay? Some people have more functionality than me. And then sometimes I think about all the things I need to do, and yeah, I know I need to do them, but then I get to slip back into alternate reality world, because it is alternate reality, because it's not the reality of everybody else that's around me. They think they're functioning so perfectly. They think they're so perfect. They think they're doing it right. And I'm wrong. Just because I can see that. I can see it all, but you can't. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not okay that they shame me, that I feel shame. It's not okay that I make myself feel shamed. I make myself feel shamed. Let's just be real. No, but at the same time, I am ultra sensitive to energy. So when someone has a thought about me, that thought is in their brain as an energy, and I read energy. So like, I'm tired of gaslighting myself and calling myself the fucking problem. It's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay because I want it to be, because I sincerely want it to be for everybody. I want it to be okay and perfect, ideally, for everybody. Looking at the clock, and now it's 11:41. And that just means that the time is ticking on this. I don't even believe in fucking 11:41 and this matrix. It's like, it's just a point where the sun is shining. But in this world, it's 12 o'clock is coming. That's like lunchtime. Fuck, I didn't even eat yet. What the fuck? It's what, in this society, in this 3D, there's like rules and rigidity. And I just don't fit into that. I don't fit into that. And I'm just seeing it now. My whole life, I never fit into that. And everybody around me did. Whether they wanted to admit it or not, they sure acted like they did. And they sure treated me like they knew how to do it, but I didn't. Still. Fuck you. I'm thinking about family members right now. The ones that don't even talk to me. Fine, fuck you. I'm sure I'm supposed to be talking to you. But like, don't you all know I went AWOL? But don't you all ever kind of see what I post then? Fine, if you don't care, then you never cared about me in the first place. That's fine. But like, wake up. Wake up. No, because we're all products of our pattern of thinking. We are products of our pattern of thinking. So I can't blame anyone. I don't, but it hurts me. I am hurt. Am I allowed? I feel so alone. Like, when I first had this awakening, I'm not alone. It's fine. They just don't get it. But like, when I first had my stupid epiphany, thanks, mushrooms, everything just clicked and it made sense. And it was like, I was so excited. And then I told other people about this plan to like have positivity, and everyone just look at me like I turned into like, well, I don't know, someone with stinky armpits. But so what I guess I'm saying is, I just wish that I didn't have to be so sensitive. I wish I didn't care to be accepted. I wish I didn't care to need comfort and words of encouragement and nurturing. I wish I didn't care. But fuck me. I am a spiritual being that is stuck in this 3D flesh body that has to like conform to the rules here. And part of the rules here is that like this flesh human suit needs to be nurtured. Like, I don't even feel like, I'm not going to say that. Well, fuck it. No, I don't even feel like I'm human sometimes, because like everybody else, not everybody, but the people that I come in contact with are so different than me. I don't even contact a lot of people. So don't get me like, I think I'm the best and everyone else is the problem. No, I'm just very like isolated, and the people that I do talk to, they don't think like me. And so it just, nobody thinks like anybody. So, but why do I feel so heavily, excruciatingly misunderstood? Why does it have to matter so much? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you fucking why. Because I'm in a flesh suit, right? And I am beholden to these rules and laws, and my mother can't accept me. And so that hurts me. I have a mother wound and a father wound. My dad can't either. But I understand why they can't accept me. But it still hurts. I'm going to have to chalk this up. This feeling visits me when I get low, when I get out of steam, out of fuel, okay? But it's not always there. And I need to understand that it's fleeting, this feeling. This feeling exists, but it's fleeting. And I have support. Even if it's not my mother the way I need her to support me, the way I wish she could support me, the way I wish I could have it my way, I can't. And that's okay. It makes me more empathetic that I'm misunderstood. That's a win. It makes me understand the misunderstood, to be misunderstood. And that is solace. Yeah. And I don't even have it that bad. I don't. No, that's how I practice gratitude. I compare myself, my situation, to someone who it seems like I wouldn't want that. Well, then I'm grateful for what I do have, even though it stinks. But that is another key to an awakening, is gratitude. First you need to be real with like the perversions and the power structures of the dynamic of this, current world. And then you practice positivity and gratitude. Whenever you think that shit's hard and shit's bad and shit's the worst, be like, well, it's not this shit. It's not shit with a crown on it. It's just shit. Would you want shit with a crown on it or not want shit with a crown on it? Because my point was to say that the shit with a crown on it is like extra shitty. You wouldn't want to, we're no kings. We ain't fucking with shit with a crown, all right? So, how do you flip your shit? Not flip your shit, but like, how do you flip shit into something better? How do you turn your poo into diamonds? No, I don't like diamonds. They're fake anyway. They're not fake, but like, diamonds are the fucking gem of the 3D. That's for sure. Fucking. What do I want? You know what I value more than a fucking diamond? Is a piece of petrified wood. Wait, what am I talking about wood about? I don't remember. That's why my brain does what it does, because I'm dehydrated and there's probably heavy metals that are fucking up the function of the chemistry of my brain, literally. But when I'm talking, I see things in my head and it's like this, but they're fleeting. That's the thing. It's probably why I get forgetful and ADHD'd, because when I see something, it's just, I can hold it, but I don't really hold it. It's just going. And so then because then I just get on these little paths. So it's like I'm wandering around in the woods and I take all these forks in the road and then I forget where I'm going. But the woods are really pretty and I really appreciate it. And I just looked up and I took a picture and it's like fucking gold. I just feel like it's a waste to be so tied down and unhappy. But I want to do what I need to do to get myself out of it. But how do we do that? Well, maybe we just share videos like this of nonsense. Because if there's anybody else that feels like me out there, I want to know. And then how I feel, then you're not alone if we are similar, Anyway, I got a headache. I gotta go.